Hey everyone, welcome to the District Eats podcast, your go-to for all things here in the district at Prairie Trail. We're here in the Chase Decal Studios. We're going to talk about all the great events, some of our business partners, a lot of our sponsors this year. So we're going to bring everything to you. You don't want to miss it. Today's episode is all about fitness in the park. So we've got a new series in our Town Square Park this summer. Saturday mornings, we're going to bring some fitness to the park. We've got great businesses, YogaSix, Pure Barre, Legacy Fitness, Club Pilates. You're going to be able to come out to the district and experience fitness on a completely different level. Bring a friend, bring a family member, bring your spouse. So we're going to talk to a couple of our business owners, figure out what you can expect, what that looks like all summer long, right here in the district. So we've got great guests joining us today. We've got Katie from Pure Barre and Matt from YogaSix, and they're going to give us a little bit of insight into what we have going for fitness in the park here in the district. Welcome, Katie.
Hi.
Thanks for
Excited to
coming
be
up
here.
today. Yeah,
Yes,
so we're
super
excited. We're going to be bringing fitness in the park to the district. So kind of a new series throughout the summer months. Um, you guys have done this in the past, kind of on your own.
Yep.
So let's give everybody a little flavor of like what can they expect? What does that look like? So when you're in your studio, controlled environment, that's probably going to look a little bit different than when they go out into the park.
Definitely, definitely. I think we've been doing our pop-up in the park. It's an annual thing that we do in the summers, typically June, before it's, super hot. But when we take our fitness classes from in studio to outside, obviously you have to modify the fitness class a little bit because you don't have all of the equipment that you would typically utilize in the studio. So when we do the fitness class in the park, obviously a lot more people are in attendance. We typically, our classes range anywhere from 60 to 70 people in the park. It's a great event. But when we teach those classes in the park, you just have to modify for the equipment that they can bring to the park, which is typically just a mat and hand weights. So the classes are still so much fun. I still am 100% sure to make them challenging. A lot of the members actually complain. They're like, I thought that was going to be easier since we were outside. Nope.
Right?
You still get a good
Yeah.
workout. And the wonderful thing about Pure Barre as a whole, whether it's inside, outside, is that we don't discriminate against different fitness levels or body types. So everything that we offer, whether in the studio or outside at the park, is able to be modified. All of the moves are modifiable, and that way it welcomes everyone into our community, regardless of where you're at in your fitness journey.
Yeah, and with it being in the park, I mean, you've got a beautiful backdrop of the fountain. Probably see the sun coming up in the morning.
Yes.
It's fresh air,
Yes,
right?
it's great.
Lot more room to move, maybe a little bit up.
Yes, we utilize all the space there in front of the fountain, mainly up at the concrete. And then the other really fun thing about this, our summer event, our pop-up in the park, Pure Barre, what we do is we bring in other vendors. So like I have a coffee trailer that comes in. I have some other fun vendors that we collaborate with that it's just like, it's more like an event for these ladies. They look forward to it. They're excited to bring their girlfriends. Again, you don't have to be a member to attend, so everyone is welcome. And then it's like a morning out. It's like a girls' morning out where you get to do a fitness class and then you can hang, grab a coffee, do a little shopping, acai bowl, whatever is right
Yeah,
there.
so let's
Yeah.
talk about that too, because with it being right in the heart of the district,
Yeah.
kind of presents itself for go to brunch right after, spend the morning, do some shopping, kind of hang out in the district,
Yes.
make a full morning of it on the weekend.
Yeah, it's perfect. And that's also what we try to do is we have the class before most businesses would open in the district so that when our event wraps up with our vendors or with the coffee truck, then some of the ladies will go grab brunch or they'll go over to Smoky Row or they'll go do some shopping. So then it really incorporates all of the incredible businesses that are here in the district.
Yeah,
It's just a great morning out.
So this year with bringing some of the other fitness partners in, so we've got a ton of fitness out here. Everything's a little bit different. You
Yeah.
guys, and you guys all try to collaborate and do things together. We are talking about doing a fitness crawl this summer, so we're working on the date. We're going to try to nail that down.
Yeah.
But what can you expect if I show up for something like that? What can I expect as a consumer?
So what it is, obviously, I mean, again, we're in very early stages of discussing the fitness crawl, but what it is with so many different modalities of fitness in the district, um, not everybody likes to do the same fitness, so fitness type, I should say, not fitness. So we have Pilates in the district, we have yoga in the district, we have barre in the district, we have Village Fitness, which I think incorporates spin and some strength training. Then obviously Legacy is involved in there also. So yes, there's all these different modalities here in the district, which is awesome because if you're someone that maybe doesn't necessarily love spin or doesn't necessarily love barre, then there's other different studios that during that fitness crawl, you can walk into each studio and kind of see what each studio offers, see the space, look at their equipment, talk to the owner, talk to maybe some instructors if they're there, and just get a little taste of the space. And also, I think a lot can be discovered when you walk into each one of these spaces. How comfortable do you feel in that?
Right.
Because for every individual to start a fitness program, if you maybe haven't been involved in one in a while, it can be incredibly intimidating.
Right.
And I think that's what's so important is what do you feel like when you walk into the space?
Yeah.
It's going to be even more intimidating if you don't feel comfortable.
Right. And it
So,
gives you an opportunity to kind of learn and understand what they're going to do in the space
yeah,
before you sign up.
yeah,
Right. And
totally.
and now all of a sudden you're committed. You're like, this isn't really for me. Right. Like I would
Right.
rather something else feels better, or I'm more comfortable with that type of fitness or routine or workout.
Yes.
And you're not committed. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of test the waters a little bit, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah. And I think with each facility, everyone's different schedule wise. Even a lot of people that I notice at our studio or members that I speak with, or even people that come in and just try their first class for free, their schedule, their job, their family really depends on when they can take class. So a lot of it is even like, when are the classes available to take?
Right.
For some people, it has to fit into their schedule, which I totally understand. So that's schedule wise is hard for some people as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we've got some really cool things going on this summer. New programming out in the town square park.
Mhm.
Fitness, come out, check the district out.
Yeah.
But let's dive into a little bit about Pure Barre. So your business, you guys are here. You're one of the legacy businesses in the district.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Pure Barre. So you guys have some clothing. You guys do different fitness. There's different opportunities for people within your space. Talk a little bit about what you guys do specifically.
Yeah, what Pure Barre is, it's a 50-minute total body workout. We do offer some 30-minute classes, but Pure Barre was primarily developed to be a low impact, high intensity workout. Like I said before, it's safe for all body types. It's modifiable for all fitness levels. We have women that have had shoulder replacements, knee replacements, hip replacements. We have people with, people that have had low back disc surgeries. The most beautiful thing about our modality is that we just want you to move your body. We want you to work on flexibility. We want you to work on building strength, and we will accommodate for what your body is dealing with. And I think that that's most important for women to know. With barre, the majority of our classes, you want to think smaller movements, but high intensity. We do offer 5 different class types in my studio. So that is another thing that because of the 5 different class types that we offer, we have people that, some members like to take all different class types, all 5 of them. And then we have other members that just like the strength training or just like the balance and flexibility or the tried and true barre class. We also have a cardio barre class. So really the members that are in studio, again, they take the class types that work best for their body and their schedule, which is awesome. Along with Pure Barre, we also offer, we have a retail boutique up front. It's fun to buy a new outfit, look cute in the studio. You just feel better as a female,
Yeah.
obviously. Um, yeah, so that's a little bit about Pure Barre. I think when I opened the studio 8 years ago, I don't think, I know that when I opened the studio 8 years ago, my passion with opening Pure Barre when we moved back here from North Carolina was just to change women's lives through movement. I've always worked in fitness. I've always been in movement, grew up dancing, taught Pilates for a long time, and then fell in love with Pure Barre. And I really just want to help women feel better about themselves through movement. And that's the most important part, inside my 4
Yeah,
walls.
that's awesome.
It's huge.
And, so you talk a little bit about some of the different classes, the different style of classes. So if I've never been to a class like that before, how do I figure out where I fit?
Yeah. First of all, at our studio, first class is always free. We love to chat with you ahead of time so that my studio manager, Molly, and I, and some of my desk staffers can kind of get a feel of where you are in your fitness journey, because that will help us to encourage you to take certain class types. If you're currently active and you're working out and you're doing other modalities or you're lifting weights or you're running, then we have a specific class type like progressive strength training that might be good for you. If you're not currently in a fitness program, you're starting from the ground up, perfectly fine. We've got a couple other classes that are great for you. A 30-minute one, we've got a balance and flexibility one. So it's really beneficial if we can talk to you ahead of time to help you jump into a class that would be best fit for you and your body where you're at on your journey.
Awesome. So, how do we find you? So if somebody's like,
Yeah.
okay, now I'm excited, right? Okay, this sounds like something that I'd be interested in. How do I get in contact with you, your staff, your team? Like,
Yeah.
what does that look like?
Yeah, you can reach out to us on our website, purebarre.com. You can just search us on Google, Pure Barre and Katie, will pop right up. We have Instagram, we have Facebook. Yeah, we're located in the district, right next to
Or
the
just
Mainstream
stop
Boutique.
right in,
Yeah,
stop,
pop into the
talk,
studio.
talk to the
Yeah.
team and
Yeah,
figure out what works best.
we love to have people just pop in. I love to show the studio space. And then that way, people get to see the equipment. They get to see what they're working with when they come in.
Yeah, and I think this summer gives them a great opportunity to come, bring a friend. You're out by
Yes.
yourself,
Right.
less intimidating. You're outside and
Yeah.
try it out.
Yeah. Everybody is welcome. Everybody.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for spending time with us today, Katie. One thing we do with all of our guests is there's a lot of different businesses. There's a lot going on in the district. What's your MVP pick this week for the district?
Oh my gosh, there are so many things in the district that I love. I'm here a lot, even when I'm not working, because this area is so diverse and just accommodates so many things. But oftentimes, my husband and I always end up at 30 Hop.
Yeah.
It's easy for lunch, it's easy for dinner. But I have a lot of meetings at Smoky Row,
Yeah.
which is convenient, right across the street from the studio. But overall, this area is just awesome.
Yeah.
Great place to visit.
Yeah, my wife and I too. I mean, my office is here, and when I'm not here, I'm here.
Exactly. Or like the summer events, like the Nash Nights and the Sips and Songs. Like you come back here after you leave work. You
Yeah.
come right back here.
Yeah,
So
go home,
it's a good-
change, and come back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's
uh,
so good.
yeah, we just launched our lineup the last couple weeks for Nash and for SIP. So we're excited. This is going to be a great summer. I think bringing fitness and something new to the district. I think we're going to get a lot more people down here, a lot more fresh faces. Get them to experience more of our businesses here in the
Yes.
district, which is the goal. More traffic, more opportunities for you guys to do more business. So
Yeah, we're
excited.
super excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us today. And if you guys want to learn more, get with Katie and her team over at Pure Barre and give it a shot. We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors for this brand new podcast. First and foremost, we want to start with Chase Decals. They wrapped this amazing wall, created this great space for us. So we really want to thank Josh and the team up in Ames, Iowa. Your brand deserves to be seen everywhere. With Chase Decals, create bold wraps and custom graphics that show off the best your business has. They create designs that stick, literally. Chase Decals, wraps, and graphics that stick to your business. So we're here with Matt from YogaSix. We're talking about Fitness in the Park, our new series this summer. So we had Katie in here from Pure Barre, and we talked a little bit about what people can expect. What can someone expect by being able to come out and do some fitness in the park this summer?
Yeah, they're going to get kind of a good review or view of what we do. We currently do yoga in the park on Wednesday nights. It's all inclusive. It's for everybody, every style. It's very, I'm going to say a gentle class. The teacher does a 45-minute express. So when we're going into the Saturday classes, our first one is actually on what they call YogaSix Day. It's on June 6th. So we're going to do 10 minutes of each of the styles of classes that we have. So 10 minutes of our hot sequence, of some sculpt, 10 minutes for store. So we're going to kind of run them through everything we have to offer. And then the last two we'll do a slow flow type class, which is really accessible, super gentle for anybody to kind of explore what we're about.
Yeah, so it gives them kind of a great opportunity to kind of experience everything before they come in and kind of sign up, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Before they come to the studio where it's heated. So that does change things a bit.
I've done that. It's not. It's an experience in a hot yoga room.
It's different. I mean, we like to say it's warm on the low end and hot on the high end. And it depends on what your body temperature is. I think the hot class is barely hot enough anymore, but I do that all the time. So
Yeah.
85 degrees when I'm in there for slow flow. I'm always like, do we have the heat on? Is it even happening? 85 for someone else might be like, I'm dressed too much for me. Yeah. So you get used to it. It depends on what you like.
Yeah, so I think this series we're excited about is something different to do out here in the district. Obviously, with having it outside, we can have a lot more people than typically we can fit in a lot of our fitness studios or our gyms. And you can bring a friend, you can try it together. And then with it being in the district, there's great opportunity after class to experience everything we have.
Exactly. That's one of the big things we like about the outdoor series for us is we've partnered with other businesses in the district.
Yeah.
So just to get them some exposure, like a Good Day will come and give macaroons or coffee. Spavia does facials after class with us on our Wednesday night series. So we love being part of the district. We love recognizing all the other businesses here and trying to help them help each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it gives you an opportunity, Saturday morning, you can go get coffee, you can go get brunch. The boutiques start to open around the time classes are done.
Exactly.
So you can do some shopping, just kind of make a morning out of it.
Yeah, you can make a whole day of it.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, come Friday night and swing back around on Saturday and get some fitness in.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, come out, hang out with us, listen to some live music, maybe have a few adult beverages and then burn those off first thing in the morning.
Exactly. That's kind of my Friday night routine of the district. Is pop in and then catch class on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit more specifically about YogaSix. So you guys, the studio's been in the district for quite a while. It's a staple. You guys are one of our legacy businesses here. But give us a little bit about the things that happen inside the building.
Sure. So we've been in the district for 6 years. I've been the owner for a year and a half. In studio, we're running classes from 5:45 in the morning to 7 o'clock at night. Variety of classes, like I said, from either a hot class or a sculpt class, which is going to incorporate some weights. Restore, which is great for runners, athletes who want to do some stretching, kind of in the heated studio to kind of work out those kinks from a run or a bike ride. But when you come in, we've got lighting that's kind of based on the class type that rotates through. Generally the music is obviously tied to the class, so sculpt is gonna be kind of a banger compared to maybe a slow flow. And the temp, like I said, the temp runs from 85 to 105 with a decent amount of humidity. It's generally running about 40% humidity. So you're going to get a workout. You're going to sweat it out. It's going to feel awesome when you leave.
So if I've never experienced that before, I've never been in, it could be intimidating, right? Okay,
Totally.
I'm in a hot studio. I don't know what class to choose. I don't know where I fit. What's the easiest way for me to kind of figure that out with YogaSix?
Sure. Yeah. Just call us. I mean, check the website, give us a ring. Our wellness advisors are well equipped to figure out what is best for you, what type of class you might need. Generally, they're going to send you to a slow flow type of class. It's going to be at the low end of the heat. It's going to be a lot more directive from the teacher, giving you direction on what to do. That's where we find most people will start, and then they'll start to explore from there. So they'll talk to them, get them in the class, and then they'll start talking like, what are you trying to do? What do you want from your practice? And move them through the other types of classes.
And if I, obviously with Fitness in the Park this year, it's a great way for me to kind of try things out. If I, say, okay, this is kind of where I want to fit, is there an opportunity to come in and try different classes before I choose or sign up or join them with a membership? What does that look like?
Yeah. We always offer a first class free. So if you want to come to class, give us a call. We'll get you in a class. We have a sampler, we kind of call it, 3 classes for $36. So they'll let you try 3 different classes over the course of a week, figure out what you like. And then we can explore memberships, or some people like a class pack, especially in the summer, that lets them not be tied to a membership, but have 10 credits they can use over 6 months to kind of pop in and out as schedule allows.
That's awesome. And then typically, like, when does your classes start? Like, what does the day look like? What can I take? Other classes all day long, just in the mornings, just in the evenings? What does that look like?
Yeah, we're 5:45 is start time, Monday through Friday. Weekends start at 7:30, and then we run 1 or 2 morning classes on 8:30, 9, or 10:30, and then we kick back up in the afternoon at 4:30 and run 3 classes, 4:30, 5:30, and 6:45.
Yeah. So a lot of opportunities to get involved, check it out. And then this summer, I think we talked to Katie a little bit. We're looking at doing a fitness crawl. So, I think a unique opportunity, because we do have so many fitness partners and different fitness partners here in the district. What can somebody expect if they come out and go through the fitness crawl?
Sure. We'll have men's studio. We'll be open that day from 7:30 will be the first class, 7:30 till noon. Every hour, kind of every half an hour, there's a break. So we're going to try to time it so people can pop in those spots, check out the studio, see what it looks like, because they can get the look, the feel, the temperature.
Yeah.
Step in and kind of see what's happening. Maybe see some members on the way in, on the way out, ask some questions. We'll have a couple wellness advisors on staff, one in the park to kind of just help guide and answer the questions.
Yes, I think, another great opportunity. I mean, sometimes, going to the gym, trying to do something different can be very intimidating for people and very nerve-wracking. So I think we're trying to allow opportunities to where do I fit? What's the best fitness program for me, for my body type, for, something that I'm going to be engaged with, right? So, I mean, I think that's the other piece of, not just doing it one and done, or,
Right.
everybody starts the new year and they go hard in January and then it disappears, right? So giving them an opportunity to experience businesses like yours on a less intimidating level.
Yeah. Yeah. Yoga. I mean, my first yoga class was very intimidating. I remember walking in thinking, I have no idea what I'm doing. And, made a friend go with me. I would say, bring a friend. It's easier. You feel more comfortable, right? I tell everybody too, no one's paying attention. Your belief is when you're in there, everybody's looking at you. There are mirrors, all the things. I promise you, no one, you're paying attention to what you're doing,
Yeah.
right? And so half the battle is getting in
Yeah.
and just getting into practice. And, you can do, we have all types, right? Some love to come for restore. They're like, that's my jam. It's a little bit, there's the meditative to it. It's stretching. We have a mobility class, which is good for desk sitters,
Yeah.
hips and all the things. So, you don't, what I say is you don't have to know what you're doing because the teacher's going to guide you along and they're going to be showing you what to do. And it starts to become very familiar and pretty easy at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I love what you just said too, is nobody's looking at you. You're just trying to get through, right? And
Right.
understand and listen to the coach or listen to the instructor and trying to figure out, okay, how do I get better at this? How can
Yeah.
I make myself better? And so I think it's a great opportunity. Try it out, right? Go give it a shot. There's so many different options. And I mean, I think you guys bring so many options to the table for people that, they're gonna fit somewhere.
Yeah. I like to think that we're kind of for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's, really, I see that at outdoor. We'll have on average 50 to 70 people. They'll bring their kids, they'll bring, their mom, and it's just a good way to kind of experience what's going on. And that's really what we try to say is like yoga's for everyone. You should be able to, if you can stand and sit, you can do it.
Right.
To varying degrees of success, right? Our bodies are different. How we operate is different, but in the long run, it's so good for you.
Yeah. So, Matt, we ask all of our guests this. What's your MVP in the district? What's your go-to? Outside of yoga sets.
Outside of YogaSix, okay. Sips and Songs is fantastic. I live in the district or live in the area, and so I will catch most of those. Everything is great. Good day if I need a little snack. I mean, you can't beat their Vietnamese coffee. It's so freaking good.
Yeah, I think we're excited. Weather's breaking, live music. There's no better way than to come out on a Friday night, sit, listen to some live music. No, I think we're excited. I think this year is going to be great. We've got fitness in the park. You're not going to want to miss it. We've got some great fitness partners down here in the district. There's so many different opportunities to see where you fit, what's going to keep you motivated, what is going to be part of your daily routine, right? Because so much of fitness is discipline, right? And showing up and doing it on a frequent basis and being committed to something that you love that's going to make you feel better, look better,
Yep.
and just all around give you a better quality of life. So, a big thank you to Matt from YogaSix, to Katie from Pure Barre. We are so excited for this series this summer. I think get out, give it a shot. There's going to be so many great opportunities, different dates to be outside, to check out the studios. And whether you're a beginner, whether you're a fitness enthusiast, maybe you've wanted to try something different, this is going to be such a great opportunity for you to do that this summer.
Yep, totally agree. We're excited.
Yeah, so we love it. Don't forget to stay tuned to the district deets for everything happening here in the district. We got so many fun things happening all summer long. We're going to have more businesses in here. We're going to have some of our sponsors. We're going to keep you up to date on everything. District Deets podcast right here from the Chase Decal studio. We look forward to seeing you this summer out in the park, getting your fitness on. We'll see you soon.